Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm LuceStephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up because it really does help out my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of my future videos. I have been uploading every single day in September. It's been kind of wild, and just in case you don't know, YouTube is my hobby, so any comments, any sharing my videos really helps to get my videos out there. And I actually work full time for Revolution, as a lot of you know. I work on the brand team, so kind of put it in general terms, I do like the marketing creative aspect of the brand. So I'm very lucky to get the products through work, just to be completely honest and transparent with you. Yesterday I put up my first review of the DC collection, where I reviewed the big palette, the eyeliners, and also one of the chrome eyeshadows. And today I'm going to be doing review number 2, where we're going to test out practically the rest of the collection. So I'm going to do one eye with Poison Ivy's mini palette and one eye with Harley Quinn's. We'll also try out the sponge today, the Poison Ivy brushes, and then I also want to try this. This is the Poison Ivy red and green brow and mascara duo, so I'm very excited to try that. Let's just get straight into it. Like I said, I have been uploading every single day. There's been so many videos on my channel if you want to go check them out. Of course, there's been loads of Revolution ones. As always, I did this before I worked for the brand, and I will still continue to do this because I just absolutely love Revolution. Oh, actually, whilst I'm blabbering on, another thing that I'm going to try properly this time, because yesterday I just tried the lip liner, is obviously the Harley Quinn lip kit. Yesterday I tested Poison Ivy's and just used a little bit of the lip liner from Harley Quinn's. But yeah, there's absolutely loads for us to try. If you are going to pick anything up from this collection, please use my links down below. It's a further way of supporting me because they are affiliate links. It just helps to support my little hobby here on the internet. So first up we have Poison Ivy's palette, which just looks like this. I have done a full video revealing this full collection. I'll leave it linked down below if you want to go check it out. And then the other eye will be testing the Harley Quinn palette, which just looks like this. I love how they have like the mirror to match each person. Let's zoom you in. So I just popped on some of the P. Louise base in the shade Rumour number 2. I'm just using like a fluffy brush to tap this in. This is like a Revolution brush from the, what was this called? Like the, oh my god, that Good and Evil collab? I shouldn't really know what it's called considering I've watched the movie. This is what the palette looks like up close. I've just done like a little swatch of the orange and the green because I couldn't work out which one was going to be darker to do as like my outer corner colour. So I think I'm going to use the orange one as a darker one. I just feel like this could have really done with like this colour being matte. So we had like a deep green in here, or even like a deep orange, a black, just something to kind of deepen up this palette a little bit. And I'm going to take a angled brush. This can be literally any brand, but this is actually a Benefit one from back in the day when I worked for them. This is their powder shadow from when I was a counter girl. So this is the shade Copper I'm going to go in with, and I'm going to pop this in this outer corner, kind of along the lash line. And then I'm going to take this higher as well, because I feel like yesterday I didn't take one of my shades up high enough. Just messily like that for now, just whilst we're whacking the colours on. Then I'm going to take a I Heart Revolution little packing on brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Chlorophyll, which is this one. And I'm going to pack that kind of like over the orange, a little bit onto my skin. And then I'm going to put this one all the way through the crease as well. Not too sure how these two shades are going to blend together, hopefully nicely. And then I'm going to take a Roxy blending brush from the Revolution collab, and I'm going to go in with the shade Vines, which is this one here. And I'm going to use Vines to blend out that green. My phone is going crazy. Is anyone in any of these like broadcast groups on Instagram? Because I'm in a couple of them. And P. Louise just put a picture in saying she just spilled coffee all over her car, and oh my god, I feel for her because literally nothing worse. And obviously with it being like milk, it'll go stinky as well. I was actually going to ask you if you wanted me to make a broadcast group on Instagram so that we can like have a bit more like behind the scenes, little sneaky previews, things that like I wouldn't just make a random status on the community tab for. However, I'm not actually entitled to make one yet. I haven't got access to that yet on Instagram, so yeah, I can't. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. It's from the Finding Nemo collection, and just use this to really blend out the green. I feel like I just needed a bit more of a fluffier brush for this. There is a couple of browns in this palette as well, You could obviously use them too, but I just wanted to do green and orange. Then I'm going to go back in with that copper colour and kind of add that back in. I don't know what to do about this little blend situation here. I don't know whether to like use, I'm going to try this. This is a Kit Stars little blending brush. This is the S30. And I'm going to go in with, I'm trying to see what colour might be best. I'm going to go in with this one, which is called Poison Ivy, which I feel like one of the greens should have been called that. I'm going to use that to hopefully help to blend the green and the orange together a little bit. You all know blending is not my strong point anyway, just naturally. I'm actually going to take some of the Toxins shade, which is like this lighter orangey here. It has got like a little bit of shimmer in, but I think it's going to be one of them ones where it's like the shimmers in it just to help the blend, like it doesn't actually show up on the eye, because I feel like that's just what it's needing, like a little gradient between, and then maybe I can just like blend it a little bit into the crease so it's not like just stuck on the end kind of thing. Blend that out. I'm just going to go back in with all of these different brushes, the two like green and orangey shades, and just basically re-blend everything until I'm really happy with it. So it's time to add some Shim Shim. Obviously we have 2 oranges and a green, but I'm going to go in with the 2 oranges. So I'm going to go in with this one first and then blend it into this one so we can blend it into that darker orange in the outer corner. As always, I'm going to use my fingers because I always prefer that for shimmers. So taking Mother Nature to begin with, I'm going to start that with in the front of my lid. And I always like to put it a little bit higher than my lid because I have obviously hooded eyes, so I always lift it a little bit higher. And then I'm going to go into Dr. Pamela, which is that other orange. Pop this here. This is literally going to blend perfectly into that orange. And then all I'm going to do is just go back in with that orange and just re-blend, blend in with that Shim Shim. So we have this really nice gradient from the gold to the orangey gold, then to the matte orange in the outer corner. It isn't really like an inner corner shade, so I'm just going to use the same like gold, the Mother Nature one. I'm just going to use like an angled brush just to pop some of that in my inner corner. And I'm also just going to put some underneath my brow bone as well. Just like so, Shim Shim overload. Now let's go on to Harley's palette. I'm just going to reblend my P. Louise base because obviously my hooded eyes make it go all funky. And then this is what the colour story looks like. So we have black, we have like some pinks and a nice red in the middle, like a reddy, yeah, it is like a reddy purpley red. We've got a few Shim Shims in here, so we've got this one, this one, this one, and then this one. And I feel like I could probably do a very similar eye to yesterday's video with this palette. So what I'll do instead is I'll do a spotlight eye so we can see the difference between the two. I actually forgot about these. I'm going to use these before I forget. So you get 4 different brushes in here. You get like a big fluffy blender. You kind of get like a packing on shadow brush, like a flat one. You get a pointy one, and then you get like a liner brush. But to begin with, I'm going to start with this angled one from the Revolution Finding Nemo collection. And I'm going to start with the shade Black Heart, which obviously is the matte black in the palette. I'm going to put this kind of like on the inner, oh my god, I should have used a smaller brush for this, inner and outer corners of the eye. And I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Love Kills, which is this red in the middle. And I'm going to take my time with this. I'm just going to use this to blend out that black. I'm going to try and keep it as like tight to this little section on both sides as possible because I want to go in with some lighter pink ones to really blend out even higher. I'm going to pop a little bit of this kind of down the middle as well. It just means when we blend the shimmer in, it'll just make it a little bit easier to blend. Then I'm going to take a Revolution Pro from the Influencer Overnight collection. This is their fluffy eye brush, which just looks like this. I'm going to go in with the shade Pigtails, which is this pink here. And again, just going to really kind of concentrate it here because I want to go in with that big fluffy brush from the Poison Ivy collection to use the lightest pink to really blend out the edges. And then taking that fluffy brush from the Poison Ivy collection, I'm going to go in with the shade Angel, which now just reminds me of Alex. And I'm going to use this to blend out the edges. I'd love to know as well, what have you picked up from this collection, if you have picked anything up? And also, I'm really curious, is it available where you live? Because I don't really know like where it's available and where it isn't. So I'd love to know that, just out of curiosity, because I'm a nosy bitch. Also, next week I will be getting up my Emily in Paris review and my Twisted Fantasy collection review as well. Just bear with, because I'll have to put up like an advent calendar and boxing and stuff in between, just to give myself enough time after work to be able to film and edit and get everything up. I thought we'd try this for a shimmer, just to change it up, just because it is obviously part of the collection. So I want to go in with Date Night, I think. And then I might put a little bit of the gold blonde shade on top, but I feel like this Date Night needs picking up with a finger. I feel like a brush might not give it the pigment that I'm after. And I'm just literally putting that in the middle of my spotlight. I definitely need to do these more often because I always forget about spotlight eyes. I'm going to go in with my finger now because, like I said, these are a little bit like hard pressed in the palette. So like you need to really work your finger in to get like full potential out of them. And like you can see straight away the difference. But I do want to go in with just a little bit of the gold blonde shade just to kind of add a little bit more oomph to it. And this one's like super, super intense. It's not as hardy pressed as the pink. So I'm just kind of putting that right in the centre of this spotlight eye. And then taking this brush, I'm actually going to go back in with the Pigtail shade, which is that like bright pink in the top right hand corner. And I'm going to use this to kind of pack here. Blend, because obviously I've gone a little bit crazy with the shim shim as I always do. But just to blend that colour back in. And then I'll go back in with the brush. Oh my god, I'm not even focused. I'll go back in with that brush that has the black on, just pick up a little bit extra, tap off the excess quite a bit, because as you can tell, she's pigmented. And then going back in with that brush that has the red shade on, no extra product this time for this one. Then I'm going in with the other brush that has the pink on, and again, just blending all of the edges. Then for inner corner, I'm just going to use that blonde shade. Okay, sexy. So I'm going to put on my base makeup and I'm going to try this out, and I'll just come back and I'll give you my thoughts on it because I want to watch Friends whilst I put my base makeup on. But this is just what Harley's sponge looks like. I did mention in my full collection reveal video that I have been using Harley Quinn's one recently, funny enough, from the like first ever DC collection that they did. It came with like a pink and a blue sponge. So I am always welcoming new sponges into my collection. It means I don't have to wash them as often, which is really lazy, but that's me. So let me put my base on. I'm also just going to do like the same matte shades underneath my eyes as well. Then we will come back and we'll try the Duo Brow and Lash Mascara, and we'll also try the Harley Quinn lip kit, which I'm really excited to try. So I've put my base makeup on. I've actually just put on some of the High Flyer Rev Pro mascara on this eye. It's such a good mascara, honestly. But let's try the Poison Ivy Brow and Mascara Duo. So obviously one end is green and the other end is orange. So I'm thinking orange brow, green mascara. But that makes the most sense. I have already done my brows, so I'm just going to use this as like a topper. So let's try this out. It is like quite a big wand, to be honest, with it being for brows too. But at least it's skinny. Is it because I'm skinny? And obviously it would be easier to put on if I hadn't already put brow gel on. I forgot about me putting my brow gel on. This is what the orange brow looks like. And let's try, oh my god, this green mascara. Feels so weird putting a coloured mascara on. Obviously you can do this either way. You could put the green in your brows. You could just use them as mascara. There's no right or wrong, you just do whatever you want. And I'm going to put it on my lower lashes as well. And then that is what the mascara and the brow looks like. It feels so weird having like an orange brow but also having green mascara on. But I feel like this is such a cool touch. Like I really liked the Beetlejuice one that they brought out last year, where it was like the green and you could use it on your brows and your lashes again. So yeah, I really, really like that. The formula's really nice. Even as a mascara, like it still makes your lashes stand out. So if you still want to have like nice, pretty lashes, a really good one. You could even use this, like if you have some false lashes on, you could use this through it to give them like a little tinge of like green if you still want to be like a bit more glam. Let's go in with the lip combination. So obviously this is Harley's one. It comes with a black lip liner and it comes with a sparkly red lipstick, which is beautiful. My little swatch that I did in my video. So let me pop the lip liner on. So this is just it roughly popped on. I'm going to go in with the lipstick next. So it is like, let me show you up close actually. It is like a sparkly red and like the sparkles all the way through it, so it's not like an overlay. Like look at it, it's so sparkly. Because obviously it has got sparkle through it, you can feel the glitter when you're applying it, but when it's on, I feel like you can't really feel it. Maybe the tiniest little bit. Oh my god, that is sexy as. Oh, that is so nice. I know I had a comment on my YouTube where it said about putting the Joker matte liquid lipstick on from like the first DC collection and then putting this on top. I definitely agree. I think that would be better because when I was putting this on, it was kind of like moving around. I've got like black lip liner everywhere. It was like moving around the black lip liner. So I feel like if you had the black lip liner, then you set that in place with like a red matte liquid lipstick and then you just put this like in the middle of the lip. Like it would look so nice and it'd be a lot like longer lasting. And you wouldn't really need to like redo your lip line. But this brow looks so like left out compared to this one because this one's like so strong. But kind of how I did yesterday's. Obviously this is how the Harley Quinn look looks with the matching lipstick. And then obviously we have Poison Ivy on this side, which doesn't really match the lipstick obviously because it's not her one. But I would love to know what you think down below. I think this time, I don't know again, it's because of the lip matches, but I think this time my favourite is Harley Quinn side. I just feel like this is just so nice and sexy. I love the little like spotlight eye. It's just a bit of me. It's a bit of me. But I'd love to know what you think down below. Obviously I'll show you both looks up close, see what you think. And same again, vote down below to let me know which one is your favourite and we'll see whether green wins again this time or whether it's going to be more Harley Quinn. Oh, definitely feeling this side so much more. Oh, it's so sexy. That's everything from this DC collection. I hope that you enjoyed both my reviews. I will leave yesterday's review link down below and obviously my full collection reveal if you want to see what else is in the collection. I think I've used everything apart from the Harley Quinn Chrome Duo that has like the liquid eyeshadow and then like the crayon because it just wouldn't have gone with this look. But apart from that, I've literally used like the full collection, I think. Well done me. Well done me. I will be back tomorrow with a next beauty advent calendar unboxing, so I'll hopefully see you around for that. And also next week will be my Revolution and Emily Paris review and also my Twisted Fantasy review. I'll unbox the Elmas advent calendar as well. There's loads coming next week. I've already started like planning things out, so I'll hopefully see you in another video tomorrow. If you want to have a little binge, go check out my other videos that I've been uploading through September, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.